Hello, darlings. I am Cassandra. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming. For those of you who are new to my channel, child, let me introduce you to the Jungle Beauty Goddesses, the life-size fabric sculpture dolls you see sitting behind me. I created these dolls myself, and as I was sewing them, they would not stop talking to me, and this led to my Jungle Beauty Goddess Oracle deck and my Jungle Beauty Goddess book series and my Jungle Beauty Goddess spiritual advice. So today's question is, the Divine Feminine wants to know whether or not she should allow the Divine Masculine to return to her life and if she can trust him. So her question is, we were together, he broke my heart, and now he wants to return, and I don't know if I should allow him back in my life. Is he trustworthy, or is he just going to hurt me again? Each one of the goddesses is going to give the Divine Feminine some advice on how to proceed with determining if she's going to allow the Divine Masculine to return to her life. So the first goddess we have is Jungle Beauty Goddess Sinai. Now, Jungle Beauty Goddess Sinai's position is, you need to look at your life before and after this man was in your life. So let's just say when you were with him and maybe you tried to get a job promotion, but you couldn't get a promotion. Maybe you didn't have any friends, or things just didn't work out for you. But the minute he left, it just seems like, you get promoted, you start to make more money, you have more friends, you get opportunities start to come to you, your life starts to improve. If this is the case, this could be a strong indication that maybe he is not a person that you want to have in your life. She also feels like the most important thing is not about trusting him. It's about trusting yourself and have you learned your lessons from the past? Have you been able to look at the red flags and say, okay, this is where I've gone wrong. This is my pattern. These are the type of people that I select that continue to stab me in the back or hurt me. So it's not about trusting him. It's about trusting you and you learning your lessons and you being able to analyze your patterns, your love patterns, or the way you select people. Because if you are looking to see if he has changed, according to Jungle Beauty Goddess Sinai, you are looking in the wrong place. Like, it's not about him changing. It's about you. It's really about you changing. And basically, when once somebody breaks your heart, and even when your heart heals, it doesn't heal back to exactly the way it was before. When it heals, sometimes it has like a little, it has bumps and it has ridges, and it's a little, how it is when something is cracked. It never looks the way it did before. So are you attracting him back with a broken heart, a broken person with a broken heart? Is he coming back because now you're whole and he feels that your energy is full and now he's ready to drain you again? Like, maybe sometimes when people, it's like they're energy vampires, and now that he knows that you've got a promotion, you've gotten another degree, you've turned your life around, your cup is filled again, your light is shining bright, and maybe he brings his dark energy back and he wants to feel himself from your light, to feel alive. So this is how you have to look at it. Now, it's just to say, he left and for some reason there was something missing. Your days were not as bright. Happiness was missing, joy was missing. If you were, it's like, no matter what you would do and no matter how much money you would make or whatever, there was something like this bliss was missing from your life. These are all things that you need to think about. But Jungle Beauty Goddess Sinai position is, do not look at him and whether or not you can trust him. The issue is whether or not you can trust you. Can you trust yourself? Like, have you learned your lessons? Have you analyzed your life? Have you looked at the before and after? That is how you decide, according to Jungle Beauty Goddess Sinai, as to whether or not you should allow the divine masculine to return back to your life. So next we have Jungle Beauty Goddess Katara, who is going to weigh in as to whether or not you should allow your divine masculine to return to your life. Jungle Beauty Goddess Katara says, birds of a feather flock together. Who they hang around is how they get down. So basically, she said, look for physical evidence in plain view. Look at his life since you were last together. Did he go back to school? Did he earn a degree? Has he started his own business? How has his life changed? What's in his social environment? Has he become a different person? If you were to talk to maybe some people that he had dated, like who did he date before? What would this person say about the relationship? She says, do not listen to a single word your divine masculine has to say. You only want to look at the people that he's around. Like if they're people who are like, cheaters, who have several partners, people who are liars, like these are all, your friends are reflective of who you are, whether we like it or not. And she says that if he has changed, his circle of friends will have changed. Did his life improve since you guys broke up? Has he worked on himself? Has he gone to counseling? Has he, what has he done with himself during the time that you were apart? She said, Jungle Beauty Goddess Katara says that if he has not worked on himself, if he has not done the work, if he has not done the shadow work, as people say, if he has not tried to better himself, then maybe this can be an indicator that he is the same person that he was before, as to why, and he may, some of the reasons why you guys broke up is going to resurface. And she says that if you decide to take him back, you can expect a repeat of the same behaviors because he is the exact same person. So that is Jungle Beauty Goddess Katara's position. Look at his environment, look at the people that he hang around, and look at his behavior after the breakup to determine if he has made changes in his life that is an indicator that he would be a better partner if you guys were to reunite. So next we have Jungle Beauty Goddess Namib, and Jungle Beauty Goddess Namib is going to give you her opinion as to whether or not you should accept the divine masculine back into your life. And I want to read hers because I don't want to get anything wrong. It's so detailed. So Jungle Beauty Goddess Namib says, if you truly have forgiven him, it will be different this time. In order for a pattern to repeat itself, everything must be the same energetically. If you harbor feelings of insecurity and fear that your divine masculine is going to hurt you again, you would trigger the spiritual code in his etheric body to repeat the pattern of lying to you, betraying you, and hurting you. Your divine masculine cannot be someone different to you if you are the same person whose heart he broke. If you are sending out signals of being a martyr, a victim, his soul will attach to those signals. If you are radiating signals of confidence, self-love, and self-worth, his soul will connect and coordinate with these frequencies and vibrations. Divine Feminine, you have a symbiotic relationship with your divine masculine designed to help you both evolve. If you feel in your heart that you can't trust him and that you truly cannot forgive him, this means that you should not give the relationship another chance. Not because of who he is, but because of who you are. You can only have the type of relationship with your divine masculine that you are truly ready to accept and receive. Many times humans blame another being for disappointing them or breaking their heart, but the truth is your broken heart attracted someone who was already broken. The mutual pain felt familiar and at home. and to you and your partner. If you don't trust him, do not go back to him. Do not allow him back into your life. You can only have the type of relationship with him based on your unconscious beliefs. Nothing and no one will ever override what you believe in your soul to be true. You must accept and release your past to evolve, grow, and enjoy the next stage of your life. Accept your mistakes as well as those of your partner to successfully let go of the past. Be willing to forgive completely and unconditionally, and this will break the karmic cycle. You want to break out of toxic thought patterns. So Jungle Beauty Goddess Nami's position is, if you want to take him back, you have to 100% forgive him. Not this, you take him back and then you're going through his phone and you're trying to figure out if he's lying to you. You don't believe anything he says. She's saying that if you know in your heart, unconsciously, you don't trust him because of what happened, there's absolutely no way it's going to work. But if you completely forgive him and make room for new mistakes, you have to really let go of the past so that you can allow a new healthier relationship to come into your life, even with him. So she says, if you forgive him, let him back. If you know in your heart that you don't forgive him and you don't trust him, do not let him back, because you will experience a repeat of the same pattern. So next we have Jungle Beauty Goddess Sahara, who's going to give her opinion as to whether or not the divine feminine should allow the divine masculine to return back to her life, and as to whether or not she can trust him. So Sahara's opinion, these goddesses, they just crack me up. They can be cold, man. She says, of course, Jungle Beauty Goddess Sahara says, of course he's going to break your heart again. You can trust him because you already know who he is. When you use the word trust, this means there is an unknown factor whereby you are being forced to predict a variable. You don't have to trust him. Trust is a vague and abstract concept. You simply must use logic to know him. Based on what you know about your divine masculine, you are aware of his assets and his liabilities. When you balance these characteristics, only you can decide if the good outweighs the bad. Many women have consciously chosen to be in relationships with men who are unfaithful, but overlook his infidelity because he is an excellent provider. I think you should remove your emotions from this decision and look at allowing your divine masculine to return to your life or not in a very practical and rational way. In what ways will your life improve if he returns to this relationship? What will you lose by reuniting with your divine masculine? What will you gain by allowing him back into your life? Does he have a job? Can he fix things around the house? Do you have intimacy needs that he can attend to? You don't need to trust him. You need to figure out how he benefits you. After careful analysis, you may realize that reuniting with your divine masculine, the reconciling with him while understanding and accepting his flaws, will ultimately benefit you. Perhaps he can watch your children while you work, or while you finish college, or while you start your own business or go after your dreams. All humans have flaws, strengths, and weaknesses. You need to focus on what you need now to move your life to the next level, and as to whether or not he can assist you with those goals and dreams. If he helps you move forward to your dreams, choose to reunite with your divine masculine. This is Jungle Beauty Goddess Sahara's position, child. She's like, if he is, whatever he's doing, she's saying, look, you don't need to trust him. You need to know him. And if what you know about him, don't expect him to change. But how does he benefit your life? In what ways can he assist you to be all that you need to be? What was coming to my mind was like Hillary Clinton. What is this person still going to help you in some way to move forward in your life, even though you know what his flaws are. So Jungle Beauty Goddess Sahara's position is, child, if he's going to help you live the life of your dreams, regardless of whatever, don't worry about getting your heart broken. Worry about moving forward in life. So this is Jungle Beauty Goddess Sahara's position. So next we have Jungle Beauty Goddess Afar, who's going to give her advice as to whether the divine feminine should allow divine masculine to return to her life. Child, I have to read this because I don't want to miss it. I don't want to screw it up. So this is what Jungle Beauty Goddess Afar has to say in terms of the divine masculine returning to your life. She said, relationships are not about romance, intimacy, love, and having children. Relationships are about soul contracts whereby humans, let me get you straight, baby, whereby humans use each other as catalysts to bring about growth, change, and evolution for societies. Some of the saddest yet most beautiful songs, movies, and works of arts were created because of a broken heart. Relationships are catalysts to create war and peace. There are so many great beings who have come into existence because of illicit affairs, betrayal, and heartbreak. There is a level of understanding about human existence that will always be beyond human comprehension because of the human's need to control morality and what is perceived as good and bad. If you still love your divine masculine, darling, you must return to him unconditionally. The magnetic force pulling at your soul, at your being, is your soul's insistence on completing your divine contract. Whether your reconciliation is destined to create a child, a world movement to enhance human society, to create books, to create paintings, to advance technology, or simply to be each other's muses who changes your insights, your perceptions, and views about the world. You don't need to trust your divine masculine as to whether or not he has changed. Darling, you must trust the universe. You must trust the vibration of love to make you wiser and more compassionate than you were the day before. If you love your divine masculine, darling, regardless of what my sisters say, you must return to love and let it unfold until you no longer feel its pull. She's saying that if you feel a pull, then you need to go with that. And you need to love him until you no longer love him. And if you love him, don't worry about the outcome. Don't worry about anything, because this love is a very powerful energy that has created some of the greatest enhancements, developments in human society. So she's saying that this is something that's out of our control and that you shouldn't overthink it, because if that pull is there, that pull means that there's unfinished business and there's more to be done. Is that right, Afar? Absolutely, darling. So that is Jungle Beauty Goddess Afar's position. If the pull is there and you love him, return unconditionally. So next we have Jungle Beauty Goddess Kalahari's position as to whether or not you should allow your divine masculine to return to your life. So Jungle Beauty Goddess Kalahari's position is, if you cannot love another person without the emotional baggage from your previous relationship, then you need to return back to your divine masculine, because there is much work to do. She said you did not sign up to be with the perfect person. You signed up to be with the perfect person for you, who will allow you to grow spiritually, emotionally, and psychologically. She says sometimes when people, cheat, maybe cheating made them a better partner, because they learned that you learn what you like and what you don't like by making mistakes. And after making that mistake, they may return to you with a with an open heart, with a healed heart, with an understanding of how valuable you are. But without that mistake, they would never have grown. She says that when we are in relationships with other people, we are there to be a part of their growth, which means that sometimes that when another person is growing as an individual, they're going to do things that may hurt you, but you're there for the journey. So her thing is this: if you feel that you can't trust men anymore, or you're kind of damaged from what has happened in your relationship with your divine masculine, that you shouldn't victimize an innocent person. Like meet a new guy and now you can't trust him, and you don't trust relationships, you don't trust people because of what you went through with your divine masculine. She says if you still have a lot of baggage and hurt and disappointment and mistrust, and you're carrying all of this to the next relationship, then you really need to go back to your divine relationship and fix those issues, especially if he is sincere, he wants to return, and he wants to work on the relationship. So you don't want to be with somebody who doesn't want to grow and change. But her position is sometimes people do things because it helps. People make a lot of mistakes because those mistakes make them wiser, stronger, and better. She also says that sometimes when people make mistakes in relationships, the couples, they rise above it. They become more compassionate towards each other, and they realize how resilient and strong their relationship is. So her position is, if you love him and he loves you, and you both want to work on the connection, that you should allow your divine masculine to return to you, and forgive each other for the past mistakes, analyze those mistakes, look at them through the eyes of compassion, and let those mistakes make your relationship more resilient and stronger moving forward. So that's her position. Thank you, Kalahari. So next we have Jungle Beauty Goddess Chauby. And Jungle Beauty Goddess Chauby is going to give you her opinion, y'all, as to whether or not you should allow your divine masculine back into your life. I gotta read it because it's complicated and I don't want to forget a single thing. So Jungle Beauty Goddess Chauby says, he hasn't changed, but this should not be your concern. I think you enjoy being a drama queen. Admit it. No one brings the juice, the gossip, and the drama to anyone who will listen like you do. When your friends and family see your phone number, they all know that you can't wait to tell them about your scandalous love life filled with more drama than a reality TV show. You enjoy the attention you get from everyone, but most importantly, you enjoy the sympathy from your friends and family as they stroke your ego, child, telling you what a good person you are, and how you are just too good for your divine masculine, and how you deserve someone so much better, how lucky your divine masculine is to have someone like you. If it was not for your divine masculine trampling all over your heart, your life would be drab and boring. You enjoy the excitement of people praising and pitying you. At the same time, humans love the merry-go-round of hope and despair because they refuse to take a hard look within their own hearts and take responsibility for achieving their highest aspirations and goals. Your relationship with your divine masculine is an emotional drug that allows you to make peace with living a mediocre life. The time and energy that you have used gleefully complaining about this divine masculine who broke your heart could have easily been used to write a book, earn a college degree, start a very prosperous and successful business. The divine masculine, your divine masculine, is a distraction from you doing the shadow work to create the highest version of yourself. He is your excuse to deny false promises that you have made to yourself because you don't believe that you deserve a more healthy, stable relationship. Before taking your divine masculine back, make a list of your ideal partner. Write down all the traits that you desire in a healthy partner. And then you want to make sure that every single item on that list you possess within yourself. You don't need to trust him. You need to take full accountability for your choices and your actions. If you choose to let him back into your life, choose to let him back on the frequency and the vibration of self-respect, self-worth, and knowing who you are as a person. Charlie, you're just always just so hard. She's just so hard on people. I don't understand why she's this way. So all of the goddesses have given you their opinion as to whether or not you should allow your divine masculine back into your life, child. In the comment box below, please let me know which goddess you agree with the most, which goddess you agree with the least. If you have a question for the Jungle Beauty Goddesses, please leave that in the comment box below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you, darling, in the next video.